Hey everyone, welcome to the October update. The first thing you're going to notice is that we've given Richard this month off, and my name is Dave Silber and I'm one of the new members of the Wall of Answered Prayer team. Now, I joined the team for two simple reasons. One, God had been speaking to us about opening up a new season in our life, and while we were waiting for that to happen, the phone rang. On the other end of the phone was Richard Gamble, and he said he was looking for God to bring him somebody to help him with the operations of the Wall of Answered Prayer. He says simply, "Will you join us?" And I said yes. Now, it's been a couple of months and it's been really full on since I joined. And already we've seen amazing things. We've seen generous donations as God's people responded to the need and to the vision and gave thousands to the cause. Things are definitely accelerating as we look to finalize the planning phase. I want to highlight just a couple of areas of development for you. First of all, we've made a small change to the design of the wall. Now, at the top of the arc, you'll see that we've added a twist which moves downward into a large, elevated, sweeping curve. Now, this was done to bring clarity and emphasis to the fact that the sculpture is actually the shape of a Mobius strip, and it twists itself into a kind of a figure eight. Now, the added benefit is it makes the whole thing a little bit taller, and it can be seen by even more people who pass by it every week. Now, the second development is we've fully settled into our new offices, our new headquarters here at the Nettle Hill Conference Center, and this moves our operations much closer to the land site and gives us plenty of room to grow as operational demands ramp up in the weeks to come. Now, time is running short because we need to submit the final planning application by the end of November. Now, when we started this phase, the cost of the whole planning was around £384,000. There were so many surveys, so many applications, so many different people that we needed consultancy and expertise from. Now, the amazing thing is we've got this down to the last $150,000. There's been lots of generous donations, renegotiation, a lot of people giving their time for free. But we need to find that money in 7 short weeks. And there is no way we can do this by natural means. One of my favorite passages of Scripture is found in 2 Kings 6, where we have the story of the prophet Elisha and his servant. Now, they're surrounded by armies who are opposing them and trying to stop the purposes of God. In fact, the armies are trying to kill them. So Elisha prays a simple prayer. He prays, "God, let the servant's eyes be open that he might really see what's going on." Seems a little bit illogical because he doesn't pray that the armies would be removed or that God would sort it out for them. But when God answers the prayer, an amazing thing happens. The servant's eyes are open, and what he sees is that the hills beyond the armies are full of horses and chariots of fire. In other words, the armies of heaven are available as a resource to them. And they learn a very powerful lesson that greater is the resource that's for them than that which is against them. And that rings absolutely true for us today. Now, here at the Wall of Answered Prayer, our opposition isn't the form of armies and people trying to kill us. It's bureaucracy and rising costs and massive, massive tasks that have to be undertaken with not enough people to do it. But we believe that God's resource is sufficient. And so often that is supplied through God's own people. So I want to ask you the same question that Richard Gamble asked me when he rang me when I was looking for God's guidance. And he said, "Will you join us?" I want to know if you'll join us in this amazing vision to see the Wall of Answered Prayer built. There's some simple ways you can help us. Firstly, we want to ask you to stand with us in prayer. Secondly, you can volunteer your time or your skills, or maybe make an introduction to somebody who could help us. Third, you can donate. You can make a donation, you can become a monthly partner, maybe you could even organize a fundraising event for us. Fourth, and finally, I want to ask you to follow us on social media and share the great news of what's happening with as many friends as you can. Whatever platform you use, like us, follow us, subscribe. Check out our YouTube channel where every week we are releasing all kinds of amazing resources. So you can take 5 seconds now as I finish this video, Press subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Look us up on the different platforms and join us as we see this thing taken forward into the next phase. Thank you.